I don't know about Herschel. I'd watch him in college. I'd watch him carry that ball. But, you know, I think he'd do just as well as a senator or a governor. We're going to have to start talking to him about that. He's a fantastic person, great man. I'm honored to be back.
But I guarantee you can't find that in the archives today.
Over here. They're not happy about it, but that's okay. Our movement is welcoming millions of black Americans back to the Republican Party, the party of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. When I ran for president 4 years ago, I looked at the dismal and shameful record of the Democrat Party and asked black Americans, what the hell do you have to lose, right? And they all said, you shouldn't use the word hell, but I said, it's just more descriptive. Doesn't work as well without it. Today, I want to share what you have to gain from voting Republican on November 3rd. Will be the biggest election of our lives. For decades, Democrat politicians like Joe Biden have taken black voters for granted. They made you big promises before every election, and then the moment they got to Washington, they abandoned you and they sold you out. The Democrat Party used you and they lied to you every single time. You know it better than anybody else knows it. The Democrats will always take back the vote. What they want to do is they'll take that vote back. They want to take the black voter for granted, and they have taken the black voter for granted. And it's not fair, it's not right, and it's not going to happen because we're going to have such a victory like you've never had before. In 2016, thank you. In 2016, I made you a solemn pledge that whether you voted for me or not, I would be your greatest champion. Since that time, I've delivered even more than I promised. It's one of those things. Few politicians do that, but I believe we have. Before the China virus, we built the greatest economy for African Americans in the history of our country, and we are doing it again. In the first 3 years, we achieved the lowest black unemployment rate in history. The black youth unemployment rate reached an all-time low. We achieved the largest job gains for African Americans on record. Black Americans saw the largest increase in home ownership. The poverty rate for African Americans reached the lowest level ever recorded. And last year, 811,000 African Americans were lifted out of poverty, the most in over 51 years. In my first 3 years, we lifted 6.6 million people out of poverty, the largest poverty reduction of any president in the history of our country. I did more for the black community in 47 months. I saw they used that line, so I don't want to ruin it by saying it a second time. It was in the video, but I will say it again. Than Joe Biden did in 47 years. And I'm here today to announce a brand new plan to deliver more opportunity, more security, more fairness, and more prosperity to black communities. We call it the Platinum Plan. Platinum Plan. And that's a contract with black Americans, and it's going to be something that people talk about for a long time to come. If you vote Republican over the next 4 years, we will create a country. I did more for the black community in 47 and minority depository institutions. Build up peaceful and safer urban. If you vote Republican over the next 4 years, we will create 3 million new jobs for the black community. And I'm here today to announce a brand new plan to deliver more opportunity, more security, more fairness, and more prosperity to black communities. We call it the Platinum Plan. Platinum Plan. And that's a contract with Black Americans, and it's going to be 47 months. I saw they used that line, so I don't want to. We did criminal justice reform. We remember fairness to the justice system. We did criminal justice reform. We used that line, so I don't want to ruin it by saying it a second time. It was in the video, but I will say it again. Than Joe Biden did in 47 years. Fairness and more prosperity to Black communities. We call it the Platinum Plan. Platinum Plan. And that's a contract with Black Americans, and it's going to be something that people talk about for a long time to come. If you vote Republican over the next 4 years, we will create 3 million new jobs for the Black community, open 500,000 new Black-owned businesses, increase access to capital in Black communities by $500 billion. And this includes investing in community development, financial institutions, and minority depository institutions. Build up peaceful and safer urban neighborhoods with the highest standards of, and you know this, of policing. We want the highest standards. We have to have highest standards of policing. Bring even greater fairness to the justice system. We did criminal justice reform. We remember that. Even greater, we will create a national clemency project to right wrongful prosecutions and to pardon individuals who have reformed their life. You saw Alice, right? We love Alice. She had another 24 years to go. Can you believe it? She served 22 years. She had another 24 years to go. It was ridiculous. And she is a great woman. Create a ladder of opportunity for African-American children by delivering school choice to every parent in America. So important. Give Black churches the ability to compete for federal resources for their communities. Bring better and tailored health care to address the historic disparities that we've had for so many years. You know that. This includes investing in treatments for kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, sickle cell disease, and maternal mortality. Advance home ownership and wealth building in the Black community. Bring more manufacturing back to the USA, which we're doing anyway, and back to the inner cities, which have been largely forgotten, although not so much in the last 3 years when you get right down to it. And we had some great pastors up here. I watched backstage. I watched those guys, and I said, I don't want to follow them. I don't want to follow them. I was looking for somebody else to speak first. But they were great, weren't they? Really great? You know the truth, I could say they love you, they love the country. They at least like me, because you know what? If they didn't, they couldn't do what they just did. They did it from the heart, didn't they? Really? I watched that. I won't forget it either. I'm never going to forget it. I'm not forgetting. I don't forget things. Thank you. I don't forget things. Where are the pastors that got up? Where are they? Where are they? Where are those guys? Man, oh man. I'll never follow you again. At least we had Herschel in between, right? And Herschel didn't like it either. That was really great. Thank you both. Thank you all very much. That was beautiful. That was from the heart, and we appreciate it. We won't forget. We won't forget. I will fiercely defend the vital role of Black churches in America. Okay? Joe Biden and the Democrats say that Black lives matter, but they do not protect the most vulnerable Black lives of all unborn children. They support the unlimited abortion of Black children right up until the 9th month of pregnancy. And if you look at this governor of Virginia, beyond, I had not heard that, but if you look at the governor of Virginia, he said the baby is born, and then they start to talk. I said, wait a minute, that's not Abortion. That's not abortion. You know what that is? No, I call it execution, really. You've seen that, right? I had not heard that. You hear late-term abortion. You never heard that. But the governor of Virginia, the one that thinks he's Michael Jackson, the one whose wife stopped him from trying to imitate Michael Jackson moonwalking. And one thing we know, he's not going to be Michael. There's nobody that can moonwalk like Michael. He got very lucky. That would have been the end if he would have done that one. But the Democrats championed Planned Parenthood, an organization founded on racism that continues to target the black community. In the Republican Party, we believe in protecting all black lives, including the unborn. We believe that every child of every race, born and unborn, is made in the holy image of God. Republicans believe that all human life is sacred. At no time before has there been a clearer choice between two parties, two visions, two philosophies, two agendas for the future. Now, you know that. There's never been a difference like this. Our opponents want our children to grow up in a socialist nation that will mean less opportunity, less prosperity, less safety, and less hope for the future. The Democrat Party's message to your children is that their path is doomed and that their country is evil. My message to every child in America is the exact opposite. I want our children to know that they are part of the most exciting and incredible adventure in human history. No matter where your family comes from, no matter your background, in America, anyone can rise. Democrats divide our country by race. Republicans unite Americans through our shared bonds of citizenship. You see it here. This glorious country is the shared heritage of all Americans. In every generation, black patriots poured out their blood, sweat, heart, and soul to defend American liberty and to realize our founding promise that we are all made equal by the hand of Almighty God. African-American leaders lifted up the conscience of our nation to end slavery and segregation and secure your civil rights. Black heroes like Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Booker T. Washington, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and Thurgood Marshall helped build the most just, noble, free, and exceptional nation on earth. Now, with the help of a new generation of black patriots, and there some of them are right now, we will reach new heights of glory and greatness. We will and you know this, we are going to revitalize our cities. It's in the process. We will bring more jobs and factories back to our communities. We will give every single child a chance to reach their full God-given potential. We will build the most inclusive society, the most successful economy, and the most inspiring future the world has ever seen. And we will do it for citizens of every background, every race, religion, color, and creed. Together, we made unbelievable progress and achieved once unimaginable success. Nobody thought it was possible. And with your support, your vote, and your voice, the best is yet to come. So this has been a great honor for me. I have a lot of friends in the audience, and I just want to thank you very much. God bless you. God bless America. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you very much.